For the NFL this week, got a couple plays. We have Ravens +3 at the Browns over under 37. Deshaun Watson hasn't looked good since he's came back. You know, are the Browns better off with Brissett? I mean, they weren't turning the ball over as much. It felt like they were having more passing yards with him as well, and it felt like the offense was better off with him. I mean, I know um, Deshaun's just coming back, so chemistry and everything plays a part. But we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, I feel like the Ravens are just trying to stay afloat in the division and in the playoff race without Lamar. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna take Browns money line here. I think they need to get the win. I think they're out of the playoff hunt right now, but you never know. You win out, stuff goes your way, you might be able to get back in. Both defenses have been playing good, but I think the Browns are going to pull away just because Lamar's out. Then maybe the biggest game of the weekend or highly anticipated game, Dolphins +7 at the Bills over under 43.5. Last week the Dolphins looked horrible on offense. Tua couldn't get anything going. It looked like the Tua that everybody was talking about before the year. But I think the line being at 43.5 is just too low for both of these teams. I think, the winner's going to have to at least score 24, 28 points. So I like the over 43. And the Bills are going to want to win this game. The Dolphins already beat them, but that was in Miami where it's hot, and a lot of people cramping up during that game. Now it's in Buffalo. It's going to be cold and windy. We'll see how that affects the Dolphins, and I'm curious to see how it affects Tua. Then we have the Titans +3 at the Chargers over under 47.5. The Titans are on a 3-game losing streak right now. I think they'll be fine in the division and make the playoffs because they're going to win their division. But they need to start winning some games. Here down the stretch, build some momentum going into the playoffs. So I'm gonna take the Titans money line. The Chargers got a big win last week, and I'm just don't know how they're gonna bounce back from it. They're in a must win situation too to separate themselves in the wild card race because they're not gonna catch the Chiefs in the division. But I don't see the Chargers defense being able to stop Derrick Henry. I think that's going to be the key to the game, Derrick Henry, and if the Chargers defense can stop him. Then we have the Giants +4 at the Commanders over under 40.5. These teams played 2 weeks ago, combined for 40 points. It went into overtime and then ended in a tie. And I like the same result. I like the under 40.5 in this game. Um, the Commanders are coming off a bye, so that might help out their offense and defense and just being better, well rested. And the Giants are coming off a blowout loss to the Eagles, so they're going to want to get back on track. Neither team is probably happy with tying with each other, especially in a division game. You never want to tie. But yeah, I like the under. I think it's going to be a ball control, don't turn the ball over type of game. And then maybe the hottest team in the NFL right now, the Lions +1 at the Jets over under 44.5. Like I said, the Lions are probably the hottest team, top 2 hottest teams in the NFL right now. So because of that, I'm gonna take the Lions money line. The Jets are they just have a great defense, and I'm not sure if Mike White's playing after that big hit he took last week. And you never bet against a hot team because right now the Lions, they keep winning, they're gonna make the playoffs. So yeah, I mean it's gonna come down to turnovers and if the Lions defense can get a stop. But I think with Joe Flacco playing, even though he's capable, I like the Lions. And for the parlay for the NFL, we're gonna take Vikings money line, Browns money line, Chiefs money line, Bengals money line, Cowboys money line, and Packers money line +425 odds. Um, Actually, sorry, it's a 5-teamer. Sorry, we're gonna take Vikings money line, Browns money line, Chiefs money line, Cowboys money line, Packers money line +425. It's gonna be. I actually like this one a lot. Always putting the Vikings in there, even though I think they're 10-2 now. It's always scary. I don't know why with the Vikings, but all the other games I like a lot. Especially the Packers on. If it comes down to Monday Night Football.